Fourth client today, 12:30, October 14th, 2015. Adrian Wilkinson, age 24. Previous records indicate suspicion of obsessive-compulsive disorder from Dr. Karen Weeks, taken at age 16 without further testing. Parents divorced at the age of 2. Half-brother was killed in a car accident involving his biological father. No reason given for scheduling this particular appointment. Records updated, session recording. Alright, let's see what you're like, Adrian. Send him in, please. Good morning, doctor. Good morning. How are you? Well, I'm back at a therapist after completely avoiding mental health workers for 8 years, so about as well as you'd probably expect. Fair enough. Have a seat. I'm going to record these sessions for both personal review and as progress reports on your own well-being. Is this okay? Do I have a say in it? If you didn't, I wouldn't ask. I guess that's alright. Excellent. So I must ask, what's been troubling you? I can't say I wasn't expecting that question. I recently had someone in my family rush to the hospital. And when I received the call, suddenly I just had some trouble. Trouble with myself. It's not like I haven't lost anyone before, and it's not at all like I was close to this person, but for some reason, him being in such a state made me think. Who is this person relative to you? It's my biological father, Thomas Wilkinson. He was admitted into the hospital for complications with his heart. Supposedly it's genetic. I see. It's not why I'm here, though. I just can't believe he's finally going. Finally? Listen, Pops and I had a difficult relationship. I'm trying to work through him dying and also having to worry about how it affects me, and I can't put it into words right now. I have an idea. All of my patients are advised to keep journals to write down their thoughts into so that we may discuss them when they visit me. I would like you to do the same. Essay form, whatever form you may like. Thanks, I guess. I expect that journal to help us work through your anxieties around this time, so please treat it with diligence. I will. Thank you. Patient has left. Notice constant tick, grabbing at right wrist. Twitchy, clearly uncomfortable and distracted, but not hyperactive or manic. Eye contact was relatively firm, no immediate obvious forms of social anxiety. Looking forward to his journal entries. He seems the type that would explain himself better on paper.
Maybe it's best the one that's cursed his cage. No chance to run away, I'm not dead, it's too soon to say whether or not there's a brand new day sitting on the horizon, or if I'm just another victim of genetic misfortune. So what the hell you trying to tell me? That because of these conditions I have no room to grieve? I have no right to wonder how I'm gonna die? Tell me again how you wish that I wouldn't lie? Tell me again how exactly I'm fine. I'm trying to push back on the tide, take account of the cages and conditions that genetics brought. Head down to the store, pop a couple heart meds, pick up a bit of insulin, couple of antipsychotics, antidepressants and Ritalin. It's a bit more than symbolic for life, it's the future I have. So when I say that my heart is caged, it's probably a side effect of the medications me and my family are forced to take every day. And there you are complaining that I don't have anything to say. I'd rather die than be silenced. If that makes me a fanatic, fine then. To live, have to be an addict. So while I scream at myself, I'm scalping negativity like a savage, and I'm losing the skin on my hands to escape the cage I inhabit. Maybe it's best the one that's cursed his cage. No chance to run away, I'm not dead, it's too soon to say whether or not there's a bright new day sitting on the horizon, or if I'm just another victim of genetic misfortune. Maybe it's best the one that's cursed his cage. No chance to run away, I'm not dead, it's too soon to say whether or not there's a bright new day sitting on the horizon, or if I'm just another victim of genetic misfortune. I have a dependency problem, but it's not an addiction, it's troubleshooting prescriptions. It's strange looking back at my baby pictures, I look so carefree, but now when I wake up I have to do that carefully. I can't afford a head rush or I'm ashes to ashes, and learn to adjust on my way to meet God above. But even when I'm dead and gone, I'll own my life after all that's mine, and I've learned so far that looking through a couple bars, you can try and enjoy the outside, try to find the upside. I'll be gone really soon after all my body is over. No more medication can keep me alive. I was sick of the side effects anyway. The hell you expect me to say? No one's to blame for my sad state. I'll close my eyes, I'm ready to die. I've already accepted my fate, just promise to make my funeral nice, okay? My heart has been broken and stomped, the literal with the figurative. Running away, I'm a fugitive, keep running. You've agitated the coward anyway. We've all got things we're fighting, we're all a bit unique after all.
Everybody's different. That's what makes people interesting.
Maybe it's best the one that's cursed his cage. No chance to run away, I'm not dead, it's too soon to say whether or not there's a bright new day sitting on the horizon, or if I'm just another victim of genetic misfortune. Maybe it's best the one that's cursed his cage. No chance to run away, I'm not dead, it's too soon to say whether or not there's a bright new day sitting on the horizon, or if I'm just another victim of genetic misfortune.
Hear that, Doc? What do you hear? What do you see? What do I feel when looking back into a past that brought me nothing but pain and fear? Where one mistake led to a switch to a face, and if I dared to shed a tear, suddenly I was the problem. When my only guy died when I was at the age of 9, but no one cared enough to stop and help the scared little boy left behind. No matter how hard I try, that same little boy looks me back in the mirror. Every time I open my eyes, I'm watching him die. Never had a dad. I had someone that I looked like, and now he's dying, so I finally got a grave to piss on. Never had a father's moxie. In fact, I was just a proxy. Man, he wanted to be a star, but he never had the heart, so he flattered his sons. Every day wake up, 4 o'clock shake-ups, get up, we're gonna go and practice baseball or work on my car. Shut up, I punch your mom, we ain't never gonna make up. And if it weren't for you, we would've never split to begin with. And since you went and ruined it, I'm gonna ruin you. And the dreams you had, no sir, you're gonna live mine. You're my son, my rules, go and grab my tools. No, not that one. Do I have to do everything? You're such a fucking waste of space, good God. Oh, you think you deserve to eat today? No? Good answer, I trained you well. Now go back to sleep, tomorrow will be a brand new hell. I closed my eyes, laying on a bed frame covered by a sleeping bag. It was all I had. Meanwhile, he had a king size and a pool table in the basement. That's what happened to my college savings. I pray every night, everyone went and answered. I'd still wake up and he'd still be alive, and so would I. Every time he invited his friends over, he would make me cry. Clever about it, said just enough to where I know it cut, but never enough to raise alarm. Wanted their help, but no one would listen. Who's gonna listen to a kid with an overactive imagination who supposedly caused nothing but problems? I guess this is when I started projecting. It was a form of protection. I saw my dad's face and fists in all sorts of directions. I finally had it. I remember the day, January 7, 2014. He had brought home the newest girlfriend, and I heard everything and was forced to comfort her autistic child. They didn't care about him. I was the only thing he had. 4 months later I left, and I still see Nathan's face when he got hit.
Scars on my body are etchings of painful history that no one will read. Why should I bother trying to be me when submission has beaten me?
I remember Nathan. He was a good kid. He loved music. His caregiver would visit and would play his favorite songs. When he added up his numbers correctly, he never looked me in the eyes directly, but he and I, we understood one another. We both experienced a time when in the house and we knew how to dissuade his mother from telling him anything about his day, and I knew just the way to say to throw her off her amphetamine influenced array of senses. It's a delicate dance to limit his chance of the beatings I was used to bearing until I failed to protect him. You see, I I gave him my Game Boy and guitar for his birthday, and I saw the smile of a child who had lost it all and was giving it back, stepping out of the black, and I waved as I left, and when I came back, I asked, "Hey buddy, I missed you. How have you been?" He had his face in Pallet Town, completely consumed with the world where he had the chance to be free. Unfortunately, his mom was a bit of a religious freak and thought the Pokemon made the devil speak, so when she found out, she crushed his world and perhaps crushed her rib. In this house we serve God and nothing else. I won't have your sin in my house. That's why God made you like this. He knew that you were a sinner. Enjoy no dinner. Remember the lesson that this teaches, young man. Saw it all in your head. He was just a kid. They damned to damn this child over nothing more than a whim. Why didn't I step up? Why didn't I tell anyone? What did I do? Nothing but hide instead of trying to protect my friend. Never looked me in the eye before, but he did for just a second. He didn't understand what he did, only I caused it. 1 week later I was on the road. Buried that guilt deep in my soul and I'll bear it for all my life. It's a scar I'm most ashamed of. Not the one on my throat, not the one on my eyes, the one in my mind and the painful history I inadvertently wrote. That's why I see you and a kid that's different. I cringe and have to fight off running. There are all mirrors of the Nathan that was pinned to the floor with welts on his back, broken glass and the mess of plastic, and they finally let him run from that hell of a house. The worst part is, I never got to tell him I'm sorry.
Scars on my body are etchings of painful history that no one will read. So why should I bother trying to be me when submission's beating me?
Hear that, Doc? What do you hear? What do you see? What do I feel when looking back in the past that brought me nothing but pain and fear? Where one mistake led to a switch to the face of a kid that wasn't me. My painful history was authored by a tyrant. Nathan's painful history was co-authored by me. I was supposed to be his friend. My last memory was giving him means of punishment. And now I'll never see him again. Why is it always what's wrong and never what can we fix? I'm a man, not sick, toxic, high-risk individual. I'm a loaded gun like you see in the westerns. The prototypical patient for pharmaceutical investors, inventors. Stuck coloring me ill so they feed me some pills until my brain can produce the emotional chemicals. I hate the way they make me feel. Just chain me down to the wall without a light in sight. Leave me out of my mind, make me not me. No more memories and just a shadow of the truth that used to be me. Bouncy, probably medicated, wonderfully dependent, addicted. Tell me what's the difference? See the can, kick it down the road, don't miss it. Never pick it up and toss it, keep the problem present. No man or woman can help you, no one bother trying. When they can buy you medicine, they're more than fine with lying. Keep driving to work, gotta get your 9 to 5, and so you can afford the thing the doctor says you need. And shadows of the truth are all you can see when the doctors don't care and the patients all lie to get another fix of whatever it is they think is a tick-tock. Better not watch that clock, better not look at the scale. The medicines they gave you have shortened the time you've got, whether or not you actually need it. They just want you out of their office so they can turn another profit off another poor man who gets prescribed the appointment, who was begging for help, who was just shown all Rex. Instead of a good therapist, they just handed him some Paxils. They never cared about the man himself, just another customer and a sale. Getting help isn't cool anymore unless you're a 14-year-old girl with a web of support and a bunch of old money waiting outside the door.
God forbid I try to find someone to coincide and help bear my wounds. Nope, I don't deserve it. The only thing I get is never get medicated when all I wanted to do was talk. I wanted to vent, I wanted a chance at a life, but I never got help, so I did it myself. Look where that left me, a nervous wreck, hypochondriac. Never a chance to be normal, just labeled as awkward or a funny guy. Oh no, no one inconvenience yourself. I'm perfectly fine, just ignore the signs. Tell your cell phone was fine, so you can duck the guilt and pretend you cared when I was admitted. In court it's admissible, but you are deplorable. When you walk by, see your fellow man suffering instead of offering your hand. You offered your heel or told her to find some pills. And maybe what he needs is one person who cares. And pill bottles don't count until, of course, they run out. Then they're either left with the shakes or forced to pay. When the last thing that they needed is another bill offered by a world that left them behind, face down in the street, never minding the cruelty. They can spin it any way. Their tears are watering the plants. If they die, we didn't need them. They were too weak, they didn't get help. Believe me, they tried. You just refused to open your ears, refused to listen to the beggars outside. You became the cause of the shadows, so congratulations. The shadow of the truth you sow has thousands feeling dead. Prescription SSRIs. Have a great day. See you in a month.
Doctor, I'm sorry, I don't want you to worry. I know I'm so critical, but please know I'm trying. I may be a liar, but I'm not crazy. I'm just lost in the moon, a nocturne cold body. If you ever think you're worried about what you're gonna say, just remember I'm the guy that's wondering what's his meaning of good day. Is it a greeting or is it grading? I feel bad for leaving you waiting, but I'm busy racking up the numbers in the abacus of summers. You could say that I'm a bummer, some of dreams torn asunder, wondering if being humble is akin to being lovable. Do I want the answer to that? If I did, it'd kill me. Curious, unfulfilling. Walking out, I'm assuming isn't in my best interest. But neither is ellipsis in the place of conversation. So let's give this another shot. My name is Adrian. Adrian Wilkinson. How are you? Are you having a good day? Wacky weather? I don't think so. Let's look up to the sky and see a brand new blue moon. Doctor, I'm sorry. I don't want you to worry. I know I'm so critical, but please know I'm trying. I may be a liar, but I'm not crazy. I'm just lost in the moon, a nocturne cold body. For the first time, I walked for the sake of it, and for the 1,000th time, I actually started thinking, not in general, but about my position. It could be so much worse. All I do is complain about it, then I jump down the rabbit hole. What's wrong, Adrian? What's got you blue? Is it the moon? Is it the weather? Is it the girl you saw you walk across the street but couldn't muster up the courage to talk to her, compliment her on her sweater? You see, that's why I hate when I think, because once it starts, it never stops, and I'm stuck playing hopscotch. Trying my best to hit only boxes necessary, as opposed to wasting time that we spend on other things. Could be beautiful the night, I probably wouldn't notice. Ah, damn it, I fell in it again. Let me start over. My name is Adrian. Adrian Wilkinson. Doctor, I'm sorry, I don't want you to worry. I know I'm so critical, but please know I'm trying. I may be a liar, but I'm not crazy. I'm just lost in the moon, a nocturne cold body. Turn off your brain and just enjoy the moment. Dance with your darling and feel yourself moving. No time for overthinking, curiosity's overrated. Enjoy the artistry of perfect nocturne again. Turn off your brain and just enjoy the moment. Dance with your darling and feel yourself moving. No time for overthinking, curiosity's overrated. Enjoy the artistry of perfect nocturne again.
hustle, bustle. Go ahead and kick me while I'm down.
Show some muscle.
Stomp my teeth right down into the ground.
You're neurotic,
Paranoid when others are
nearly
around.
psychotic.
Judgment from others and I'm unbound.
What's wrong with him?
Please don't bother asking me yourself.
Is he crazy?
No, I'm not. I don't belong to
Man,
sell.
he's creepy.
I'm flattered, so what's next? Go to hell.
Melodramatic.
Not quite that, but I handle drama well. It's not sure whether you come laugh at. I hate when everyone tries that sings and doubling all that attention. I get their waiting, hate all the stares it brings. I just wanna have my appointment, show my doc my entries, and then leave. By all means, let your kids scream that I look depressed and mean. It was hard enough to drag myself here. The last thing, and I needed your gazes trying to burn me with lasers. Walking into this place, I got 40 different looks from 100 different people, and none of them were sympathetic. They range from saying I'm pathetic to actually working.
Trying my damnedest to prove that I'm worth it. Clawing my way out the pit I was left in. Shouldn't have to pay twice just for one session. Every time I walk on by, it's a moment of decision.
Go ahead, turn your head. I don't care what you do. I'm here for me, not here for you. Go ahead, turn your head. I don't care what you do. I'm here for me, not here for you. Go ahead, turn your head. I don't care what you do. I'm here for me, not here for you. Go ahead, turn your head. I don't care what you do. I'm here for me, not here for you.
Come as you are, it's what they all say. Everyone's bizarre, leave cynicism at bay. Come as you are, it's what they all say. Everyone's bizarre, leave cynicism at bay.
Fuck this and fuck me. Who am I supposed to be? A self-abusing, self-hating, classicing this monstrosity? Everything I touch becomes an addiction, just makes me sick. Even if I love it, just cuts me deep and won't let me sleep. Is this what you meant when you said that I needed a new event? Or did you just mean I needed more judgment in a place where everyone is working it out? That's the first thing you said when I walked into your office the first time. Now even you're pressing me, implying that I'm not worth your mind. Please don't push me away. I'm trying to decide to stay, but it's so much harder when I'm treated like a stray. And even your own staff ignores me. Stop looking at me like I'm broken. I just wanted a helping hand. You promised you were the one who would stand. Tell me to stop, make it all stop. I know I shouldn't care, but it turns my heart into a sharp enough. Doesn't help when I grab the ledge. Before I find myself at the end of this. Please talk, make it all stop.
Trying my damnedest to prove that I'm worth it. Clawing my way out the pit I was left in. Shouldn't have to pay twice just for one session. Every time I walk on by, it's a moment of decision. Trying my damnedest to prove that I'm worth it. Clawing my way out the pit I was left in. Shouldn't have to pay twice just for one session. Every time I walk on by, it's a moment of decision.
Everything I'm saying has me jittery. I don't need people worrying or hurrying to bury me, assuring me that everything is fine when the mirror's telling lies. And I see it all the time, and I think that I can shine when frankly I'm too insecure to swim myself for sure. Because I'm not self-assured about anything I've ever done. Someone else has done it better, trying to arrange different letters to help you understand the type of man I am. My dad was a bastard, but I'm bother asking him. He'll never take the blame, it's just a shame, but less again. But we are not the same, at least I hope we're not. If we are, let me end it right here. Let me be crystal clear, being me some fairy tale. I had every excuse to fail. No dad, no cash, no chances, and quitting is tempting every time. Every time I saw something coming, it was instinctual to run. Therapy wasn't my idea, but everyone told me it would help, because I seemed out of sorts and I almost gave up. But I'm not built that way. Your granddad put too much faith in me. I'm a bleeding heart with anxiety, but if you're out there listening, I ran out of all my meds today, but luckily I don't need a Medicaid. Just know that I'm okay. I'm just a bit jittery. They've already killed off clarity. Therapy isn't a charity. Dr. Sabin hardly counts as a remedy. Doctor thinks I'm fine, keeps me here all the time because he's paid hourly, so we nickels and dimes. You can't get constructive advice to a self-destructive being, and that's me. Hypochondriac with a comorbid case of OCD. So stop saying that my life is easy when you don't even bother to know me. I may be a bit unstable looking in, but no, I'm not broken. But I'm not built that way. Granddad put too much faith in me. I'm a bleeding heart with anxieties, but if you're out there listening, I ran out of all my meds today, but luckily I don't need a Medicaid. Just know that I'm okay. I'm just a bit jittery. If I'm being honest with you, I am stuck in nightmare redemption. Doesn't seem like that's the cost of the living. Am I worthy of the second chance that I am given, or am I another coward who had himself behind religion, worrying about his image, delicately balancing it? Because if he doesn't, he'll end up with a therapist, not a fan of psychoanalysis, and makes him start panicking because he hates it when other people can get a proper reading him. He doesn't want them knowing what he's thinking in the given moments, either to deflect the questions when they're not even looking. Doesn't want to be a burden, says himself that he's hurting. After all, that's something that he determines. If you ask if he's okay, he'll brush you off and start his joking. Ask if you were doing well, and if you keep on pressing for a little bit of honesty, he will give it to you. He's not insane, he's just a little bit jittery. But I'm not built that way. Granddad put too much faith in me. I'm a bleeding heart with anxieties, but if you're out there listening, I ran out of all my meds today, but luckily I don't need a Medicaid. Just know that I'm okay. I'm just a bit jittery. Wake up and I'm miserable. My existence is pitiful and I do nothing to change it. I hate it, so I sit here lonely as hell in the room, wondering why no one likes visiting. Oh, gone so soon? That's fine, I understand. I'm shattered a little bits, and the light that I'm projecting makes it reflect a positive image. But look at the pictures negative, and you'll find a bit more than you probably bargained for, but that's fine, you can haggle, I'm just you people's chattel. You made it quite clear that I don't really matter. Not yesterday or tomorrow, I'm new enough that I can't grow old. After all, I'm genetically predisposed to dying young, to dying alone, so maybe I'll sit back and roam brainless, a monster relaxing at the edge of the end of the world, and not to miss. And yes, this is me when I'm happy. Imagine what I must be like when my brain starts yelling and yapping. You don't want to hear about that. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be a problem. I'll just go walk outside, wonder if it's finally springtime. It's springtime. Viosna, all the flowers can bloom. Viosna, I've got one thing to say. Viosna, I love all of you. Viosna, it's springtime. Viosna, all the flowers can bloom. Viosna, I've got one thing to say. Viosna, I love all of you. Viosna. Shake it off, little man, you're ready for what is next and know what's best, so take your own advice. Say with a smile, stay a little while. The people you deserve to be with, it's the last chance to reconcile. Don't let your memory be something that you yourself defile. It's sometimes hard to smile when life is punching your teeth loose, but when you look behind you, take a look at what you've been through. Promise you, you'll know what to do when walking along the train tracks of a new track. A difficult life, we're playing the hands we got, and luckily for us, we all got our own little world for what we're worth. Tread our own path on earth before we return to the dirt. You can't blaze a trail if you're ready to fail. So walk with me into this field of daffodils. Close your eyes, kiss the skies, make a wish, wish for it all. It's what you deserve, it's what you're worth. And if that doesn't work, kick some around and blow one another, you'll find so much more. After all, wishes are exactly what springtime was made for. Close your eyes, kiss the skies, make a wish, wish for it all. It's what you deserve, it's what you're worth. And if that doesn't work, kick some around and blow one another, you'll find so much more. After all, wishes are exactly what springtime was made for. Close your eyes, kiss the skies, make a wish, wish for it all. It's what you deserve, it's what you're worth. And if that doesn't work, kick some around and blow one another, you'll find so much more. After all, wishes are exactly what springtime was made for. It's springtime, viosna, viosna. All the flowers can bloom, viosna, viosna. I've got one thing to say, viosna, viosna. I love all of you, viosna, viosna. It's springtime, viosna, viosna. All the flowers can bloom, viosna, viosna. I've got one thing to say, viosna, viosna. I love all of you, viosna, viosna.
Okay, Austin, we're gonna have a little bit of a feel-good session today. Let's see if you can go back to when you were younger, when you had your own little energy.
Back to the roots, I'm keeping it classy. Rip that piano a little bit, sit back and watch it. This man has the mouth of a leaky faucet. Drip, 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 you'll sip, sip, sip. Oh, the words are coming in, trip, trip, trip. So I'm on my HEV type trip, cause I flip, flip, flip this piss, soul that's under my hip, hip, hip. Firing and flying in the air, so yip, yip, yip. Watch the ace take off and go, let's start the show. Cause at this point I'm like Thanos, I can snap and half my competition is gone. That's why your girlie calls me a bit of a dom.
Listen, Austin, I know it's a feel-good session, but please stay focused.
A dominant Don Juan, a bit more of a Don Quixote. An adventurous kind of guy with propensity for gloating. Fist of the North Star to beat the no Mayo. I'm a Shinderu, red-blooded, hot-headed, and sharp with the tongue. Quite attuned to the irony, it may be a tough pill to swallow. But how many people do you know can rap like this, talk fast like this, be willing to make himself an ass like this? With a background of KC, that 816 taught me all this. So when I moved the pitch, everyone was pissed. That the new kid can show out like this, you can go ahead and be jealous. You're trying not to be overzealous with your bad mouthing. I'm measured in KYS, that's killed you in a second. Cause best that you could ever do is kiss my ass for 3 seconds. I'm already off the distance, you've never been so distant. Cause I'm unlike anyone else you've ever seen, I'm different. And in my comfort zone, I'm doing what I do best. The genocide of pests. What's sounding mild here, a rookie not compared to what I'll do next. I refuse to be out on my inward, but I'm just having fun. So tell me dear, at what point do you become so woke comatose? I think you were that a long time ago. I mean, I'm just being frank, so take a filthy prank. You worship that guy way back in the day. It was my own man, you had your hand held the whole way. So don't cry when you fail and flail, because you are frail. You're in that fango category, I'm decisive and divisive. Now let's focus, focus, there is no hocus pocus. Just a USTA and a living in the moment. Now let's focus, focus, there is no hocus pocus. Just a USTA and a living in the moment. Now let's focus, focus, there is no hocus pocus. Just a USTA and you're living in the moment. Now let's focus, focus, there is no hocus pocus. Just a USTA and you're living in the moment. So tell me, are you following or am I just letting you drowning? Honestly, I never meant to leave you behind, you just so that you can't keep up, and I get really tired of waiting. I got tired of waiting for my dead to arise, so I said I'll be the same. Though like a shame you're dead tonight, to me that's not and toting. If I'm honest, you never meant that much of me in the first place. You're a head case and a dead man, you're useless, you're Aquaman. Your girlfriends are cheating, I can't say I blame them. Graduated above you, and I'm not talking about a GED, I'm talking about I'm a bit more of a hornet than a snake, you see. And oh sweet silver spoon, I hope you like your internship. Tell me what else mommy bought you. Probably your scholarship. What else can I hand you to? After all, that's all you want. People wanna be like me, do all that I'm accomplishing. Well, that's a bit of a shame, there will only ever be one ace, and that's me. So please hop off my dick, you're not your girlfriend, see. Have my own energy, I walk in the room, I own it. If you're on my side, your time with me is rainbows and roses. But if you're my enemy, I have a bit of bad news. My favorite operation is addition. By subtracting you, let me break you down from a fundamental standpoint. You're just a person that understands next to the rhetoric comparison. Butterface, no makeup, can make up for what you lack. A winning personality, and that's a fact. Now let's focus, focus, there is no hocus pocus. Just a USTA and you're living in the moment. Now let's focus, focus, there is no hocus pocus. Just a USTA and you're living in the moment. Now let's focus, focus, there is no hocus pocus. Just a USTA and you're living in the moment. Now let's focus, focus, there is no hocus pocus. pocus. Just AUSTI and you're living in the moment. Now let's focus. There is no hocus pocus. Just AUSTI and you're living in the moment. Now let's focus. There is no hocus pocus. Just AUSTI and you're living in the moment. Now let's focus. There is no hocus pocus. Just AUSTI and you're living in the moment. Now let's focus. There is no hocus pocus. Just AUSTI and you're living in the moment. Yeah. Okay, I say we made some progress today. Thank you for coming to the session, but what did half of that mean?
So now my angel's gone, and now my halo's up, and now my brain is gone, and I'm not holding up. History is bleak, and I'm not saying I'm weak, I'm just saying that I miss Dr. Reid. So now my angel's gone, and now my halo's up, and now my brain is gone, and I'm not holding up. History is bleak, and I'm not saying I'm weak, I'm just saying that I miss Dr. Reid. It's been 6 days, 17 hours and 36 minutes since they kicked me out of therapy. Said my progress was enough to warrant releasing me, but now I'm locked in a box of painful history. The OCD has me counting minutes, rocket shaking, paying pandas for the people I've hurt, for all the pain that I've caused, for all the halos burnt and how the devil's on, and then of course, how I blew up. You see, I tried to go back, but it was only supposed to be a month and that was that. But Dr. Reid's a part of me and my routine, so I need to see what's come to be, what he believes about me over his cup of tea. I don't care the fee I have to pay. Dr. Reid, I need to say that recently I haven't been feeling okay. And then I need him to say that, Adrian, I'm not gonna let you die today. So now my angel's gone, and now my halo's up, and now my brain is gone, and I'm not holding up. History is bleak, and I'm not saying I'm weak, I'm just saying that I miss Dr. Reid. So now my angel's gone, and now my halo's up, and now my brain is gone, and I'm not holding up. History is bleak, and I'm not saying I'm weak, I'm just saying I really miss Dr. Reid. It's been 3 weeks, 4 days, 12 hours, 31 minutes since I last saw Simon. He did what all the doctors do, they're all the same. Gave me a prescription and sent me on my way. Just wanted me to pay the price that people in the lab said so they can numb me out, say I'm cured, send the product to market. Can't believe I fell for it. Simon, I respected you, never expected you to sell me out. I told you it was fair, but you forget about that entry. No, you couldn't have. I noticed you recording every session we had. You sold it too, didn't you? And I can make a hell of a book out of things we recorded, dude. What'd you tell me to do then? Keep on writing in my journal? Why would I do that when everything else you told me had to kernel of the truth? Why did I trust you, Simon? So now my time is done, and now my horns are up. All I have are regrets and pills I take by ones. Future here is bleak, and now I know I'm weak. Should have never trusted Simon Reid. So now my time is done, and now my horns are up. All I have are regrets and pills I take by ones. Future here is bleak, and now I know I'm weak. Should have never trusted Simon Reid. Is the death of an angel a tragedy? Everyone will initially say, of course, it's the death of something pure and, well, that's supposedly rotten to its core. But when you stop to think, is it really that much of a tragedy? I mean, after all, isn't Lucifer just a fallen angel? Aren't we all spiritually fallen? Maybe you don't believe in the doctrine, but at least listen to this. Can you commit a murder if it's a murder in your dreams? Can you dig to the depths of the hell you said you conquered and emerge from the bottom clean? I'd warrant not. See, the funny part is that it never had to come to this, and yet you're wallowing in it, till it tears off your wings that everyone labeled you a murderer, all because of who you happen to be. Is a murder of an angel a murder all the same? Or should it be labeled as different? Because every time I open the door, all I see are murdered angels. It boils down to birth, I suppose, but what does that mean if I was never born? Because I was never born. It's nevermore that I may roam, locked here in this room, chained to a wall. You see, the death of an angel is when your wings are clipped, and there's no escape. But I can't escape anyway. I was never born. He left me. He left me. He left me. Did he leave? He was never born. He was never born. He was never born. I never left you, Adrian. I was here this whole time. You were mistaken. You kept coming to appointments even after I forgot to schedule you. We moved offices, remember? It was near your house. No. I didn't see you after that one day. Adrian, we talked. Purgatory. Purgatory is the death of an angel. A place in between what's real and heavenly. Divided, calculated, split, broken. Still thinking about that story? I read it to you. Or rather, I gave the voice to read it. Needed someone to talk to. Death of an angel. Purgatory. Between real and not. You're right, Adrian. Reid. English. You're mistaken. I wasn't born in England. Born in London, England. Accent didn't lie. Adrian. Someone has come to see you. He said it was your previous therapist. Reid? Reid's right here. He never saw me. But I never left. I never saw him. But he never left. Purgatory. Between what's real and not. Death of an angel. Split. Divided.
Hello, Adrian. We haven't talked in a while, have we?